you stop and think about, in a very short period of time, the impact that Pedal the Cause has had is really unique. I mean, there wasn't really an organized cancer center here, and today it's one of the largest in the United States. It also is one of the best funded in the United States. And that really came about because of the partnership that we have with Pedal the Cause. For every dollar of support that Pedal gives us, we turn that into $13 of support from the National Cancer Institute, NIH, and other organizations. Is that acceleration? It sure is. And it's created a number of paradigm shifts in the way we care for cancer patients.
Natural killer cells are kind of a type of immune cell that sort of knows how to recognize disease cells. Doesn't need any prior education like some other aspects of the immune system. Pedal the Cause funded some of the original research that established that these cells are better at killing leukemia cells and attacking leukemia cells than just normal NK cells. They also supported taking the first step into the clinic, that first in-human phase 1 clinical trial.
And we sort of jumped on that bandwagon and said, let's see, if this works in adults, can we now take it to pediatric patients and use it there?
NK cell therapy got complete responses in the overwhelming majority of these children who had recurrent leukemia. And all of a sudden, completely shifted the paradigm. And we had patients coming from all over the world.
Dr. Fenninger, myself, and several others now have a funded project to test that in melanoma and an adult solid tumor. And this represents true homegrown science that is now showing incredible progress in multiple cancer types, and importantly in multiple cancer types where there are no other treatment options available. And this research 100% would have not happened without Pedal the Cause.
We, as pediatric cancer researchers, get 4% of the NIH cancer funding. So we, on the pediatric side, really depend on foundations and philanthropic giving to be able to do this really important research and make an impact on kids with cancer.
Pedal the Cause has supported Siteman kids and pediatric cancer research since 2010. With the staggering amount of $13.7 million in these 15 years. Those dollars really made a significant impact on our ability to not only make cancer discoveries, but also to attract new investigators to our division and retain very good investigators also at St. Louis Children's Hospital.
Before the advent of an understanding of the human genome, we were kind of at the 30,000-foot view with a microscope. And now we've really honed that down, say 10, 15 years ago to 10,000 feet or so. And now we're kind of down to sea level where we can probe into the composition of a tumor with a resolution we could never do before. I've been fortunate to work with Chris Mayer at the Genome Institute, where we look at this portion of the RNA molecules that were thought to be junk some time ago, and now we realize are really important in driving cancer progression.
Pedal the Cause is hope. It's giving a lot of opportunity to scientists to facilitate more breakthroughs and discoveries in what they do by having the opportunity to pursue their ideas. I think without Pedal the Cause, a lot of ideas would really go unexplored.
There are very prestigious grants called Specialized Programs for Oncologic Research Excellence. That's a mouthful. A Spore grant. Siteman Cancer Center has 3 spores: leukemia, pancreas, endometrium. We just submitted one in brain, and we're about to submit one next month in breast.
10 years ago, when I started my faculty position here at Siteman Cancer Center, the survival rate of pancreas cancer was around 5%, a 5-year survival rate. Now it's 11%. That means we've made a lot of progress. Our hope is both to develop these novel therapies thinking about the specific biology of pancreas cancer and employ them in patients and match the right therapy to the right patient who might likely benefit the most.
This is a disease that cannot be corrected by one person or one team. You need a community to really go after the disease and improve the outcome.
We've shown the NIH and the NCI how collaborative we can be because of some of the grants that PEDAL has given us that require collaboration. The Spore in pancreas cancer or Dr. Much's new Spore in endometrial cancer. None of these would have been possible without PEDAL the Cause.
Every project from each of those grants have resulted in new treatment paradigms for the patients with those diseases. I'd say that's pretty remarkable.
Funding from PEDAL the Cause has been instrumental in allowing us to become a leader in neoantigen vaccine clinical trials. The initial funding from PEDAL the Cause allowed us to perform a phase 1 clinical trial, but then later additional funding from PEDAL the Cause kind of was able to allow us to analyze those results, publish those results, develop a next generation vaccine, which we're now testing in phase 2 clinical trial. The PEDAL the Cause is so important, taking that great idea and getting it the first steps of the way so that it can make it to the patient.
This started out over a decade ago with us treating women with breast cancer. So successful that we decided to do the same thing in pancreas cancer. Now we're doing it in prostate and lung and other types of cancer. That would not have started without investment by the Siteman Investment Program and funds from PEDAL the Cause.
PEDAL the Cause is community and hope. If it weren't for PEDAL funding, it would be difficult to make the kind of progress we've made so quickly.
PEDAL is the most important mechanism that we have to drive new ideas and innovative research at Siteman Cancer Center. And as we sit here in the era of a revolution in cancer genomics and immunotherapies, PEDAL's going to be at the forefront of taking those ideas into the future.
We have a lot of patients who've been told that they have no treatment options. And many of those patients are still alive without disease 10 years after they were told that there was no hope. And they say to us, thank you. So I would say to all of you, thank you.